and welcome back to the City of Miami Gardens beginner chess lessons. Today we'll be learning about the bishop. The bishop is valued at 3 points. We will learn how to move and capture with the bishop. As learned in our previous lesson, we know that each opponent will have 2 bishops located on the board. But for demonstration purposes, we will only be using 1 bishop and introducing other pieces for showing the capturing of the bishop. So, the bishop we'll be using is the black bishop for this demonstration. And we know that we're on the right side of the board because we have a light colored space on our right hand side. And the number 8, if you have numbers and letters on your board, is on our right hand side and our left hand side as well. If you do not have numbers or letters on the board, please just refer to making sure that you have a light colored space on your right hand side, and that's how you'll know that your board is correct and ready for setup, as previously discussed. The bishop may move in a limited amount of spaces diagonally that are available. In this demonstration, due to the fact that right now there are no pieces on the board, the knight may move diagonally this way, coming back, may also move diagonally this way, and continue to move diagonally as many spaces on the board. There is always 1 bishop on white, and there's also always 1 bishop on black. There's never 2 bishops on the same color space. There's always 1 bishop that's always able to move diagonally on white, as many spaces that are available, and capture diagonally on white, as many spaces that are available until they get to that capture. And there's always 1 bishop on black, and they are able to move as many spaces that are available on black and capture on black as well. If you find throughout the game that you have a bishop, 2 bishops on the same color, something has went wrong in the game. In order to capture, the bishop must always capture diagonally. Unlike the knight, the bishop cannot jump pieces. No piece on the board besides the knight may jump pieces. So please do not use your bishop to jump pieces. We will introduce some pieces from our opponent to show a demonstration of how to effectively capture and maneuver the board when there are other pieces located on the board. We'll introduce some pieces that you may have learned about in a previous lesson. For this demonstration, we will introduce a pawn, a rook, and an additional bishop of your opponent. To show demonstration purposes, I will show you how to effectively capture using the bishop. First, we will learn to use our black bishop and demonstrate how to capture the white pawn here on the board by doing as such. 1, 2, capture. The bishop will remain on this space after it captures the piece, and then wait for your opponent to go. On your next turn, you may capture another piece, or you may choose to move somewhere else, whatever your strategy involves. So, if you are playing against your opponent, and your opponent decides to move here, then it is now your turn again. You can use your bishop to travel across the board and capture your opponent's white bishop once again. And it was demonstrated that more spaces were able to be used. However, if the bishop had a black piece here, which is your piece, because you're playing from black now, and the opponent's white bishop here on this piece, you are not able to jump over a piece to get to that piece. You just cannot capture it. You're blocked, which is perfectly okay. You may go another direction diagonally, or you do not have to move it at all. However, if you were white, you may capture diagonally and take this piece, or you can leave the piece there and move this way. Just because there is a piece to capture, it does not mean you have to capture it. So we will remove these pieces from the board, and I will show you again a demonstration of moving diagonally in any direction with the bishop on the color that it's supposed to be on, which is white, and one on black. And those pieces may move infinitely across the board as long as there are no barriers blocking the way that that piece is trying to go. That would conclude how to capture and move with a bishop.